Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you felt tired? Not in your body, but deep in your mind. Not the kind of tired that a nap or a weekend can fix. The kind where even simple tasks feel heavy, like carrying invisible weight with every step you take. You wake up, do the things you're supposed to do, talk to people, smile when needed, manage responsibilities. But somewhere inside, you feel quietly drained. It's as if your emotions are running on a low battery all the time, and no matter how much you try to recharge, nothing seems to fill that emptiness. Have you ever caught yourself finishing the day and wondering where all your energy went? If that resonates, then this conversation is for you. Most people think exhaustion is only physical, sore muscles, aching bones, sleepless nights. But emotional exhaustion is different. It creeps in slowly. It doesn't announce itself with loud signals. It whispers. It lingers in the background. It has the kind of tiredness that sits quietly inside you while the outside world sees nothing but a functional, fine person. People rarely notice it because those who feel it are often highly capable, reliable, and resilient. They show up for everyone else, meet deadlines, respond to messages, handle responsibilities, and keep their life seemingly organized. And because they handle everything so smoothly, no one, not even themselves at times, notices the quiet weight building inside. Today, we're going to explore what it really means to be an emotionally exhausted adult. We'll break down where it comes from, why motivation doesn't always help, and what true emotional rest looks like. Many adults who are emotionally exhausted appear perfectly normal from the outside. They wake up, work a full day, manage their responsibilities, and interact socially without obvious signs of strain. To everyone else, they are fine, functioning exactly as expected. But beneath that exterior lies a persistent fatigue that doesn't go away. It's not sleep deprivation or hunger. It's a kind of internal emptiness. It has the sensation of running on low energy even when you seem to have nothing physically taxing in your day. Society often misinterprets this type of exhaustion. Maybe they're lazy, people think. Maybe they need more motivation, more discipline, more grit. But emotional exhaustion is not laziness. It's not lack of motivation. It's the cumulative effect of years of suppressing feelings, overextending emotionally, and prioritizing others' needs over your own. Some people describe it as feeling flat or detached, as though the world continues moving while they are only partially present. And that is exactly what makes it so disorienting and so invisible to the outside observer. The key thing to understand is, being emotionally exhausted is not weakness. It is the mind and body signaling that they have been carrying too much for too long without adequate rest. Emotional exhaustion doesn't appear out of nowhere. It usually has roots in patterns that start early in life. Many emotionally exhausted adults were the responsible child, the one who didn't want to burden anyone with their own struggles. They were the emotionally mature child, learning to manage feelings silently rather than seek help. They adapted to everyone else's expectations, often ignoring their own needs. Over time, this pattern becomes deeply ingrained. They learn to push feelings aside, to function at a high level despite internal stress, to present a composed exterior while their internal emotional world quietly suffers. At first, this suppression may seem like resilience. And indeed, it can be helpful in certain contexts. It allows a child to navigate complex environments or a young adult to manage responsibilities without constant oversight. But over years, constant emotional suppression becomes exhausting. Feelings don't disappear. They simply stop asking for attention. The mind and body quietly bear the load, often leaving the individual unaware of the weight until it becomes overwhelming. This exhaustion is not laziness, nor is it a flaw. It's the accumulated effect of a lifetime of emotional labor that is invisible to others, yet extremely real for the individual. A common misconception is that emotional exhaustion can be solved by simple solutions: more motivation, better routines, stricter discipline. People say, just push harder, stick to your routine. You'll feel better if you're consistent. But emotional exhaustion isn't a lack of motivation. It's a lack of available emotional energy. Every task, no matter how small, feels heavier when your emotional reserves are depleted. Even minor decisions or conversations can feel overwhelming. Psychologically, this is known as emotional regulation fatigue. The brain, after years of suppressing, managing, and controlling emotions, eventually slows down. Its priority becomes self-preservation rather than output. So if you feel incapable of getting yourself moving, it's not because you are lazy or unmotivated. Your mind is doing exactly what it needs to protect you from further emotional depletion. Emotional exhaustion is silent. You might notice subtle signs. Social interactions feel draining, canceling plans not out of disinterest, but because you have no energy. Activities that once brought joy now feel empty or dull. Moments of silence feel more restorative than time spent with people. Sometimes it manifests as muted emotions, not sadness or anger, just emptiness. It can feel confusing because others cannot see it. Many adults question themselves. Am I overreacting? Am I lazy? Am I weak? None of that is true. It's a natural response to long-term emotional overextension, often without adequate support. Despite feeling exhausted, many adults excel at masking it. They smile, joke, and say, "I'm fine." They meet obligations and maintain appearances, sometimes impressively so. Why? Because admitting emotional fatigue feels complicated. It often doesn't feel valid or understood by others. Vulnerability carries social risk, but hiding it creates tension. You desire connection, but lack the energy to sustain it. You want to engage, but even small interactions feel like a burden. This tension itself feeds exhaustion, creating a self-reinforcing cycle that is hard to break. Emotional exhaustion is not your fault. It is feedback from your mind. I've been strong for too long without relief. Many emotionally exhausted adults were praised for resilience, independence, and reliability. But resilience without emotional processing leads to depletion. Feeling exhausted is not weakness. It's a human response to prolonged emotional labor. Recognizing this is the first step toward understanding and eventually recovering from emotional fatigue. True emotional rest is not isolation. It's not quitting everything. It's not forcing yourself to feel happy. It's permission. Permission to pause without guilt. Permission to feel without immediately fixing. Permission to rest without explaining yourself to anyone. Healing begins when effort is optional, not mandatory. When you allow yourself space to recharge emotionally, your mind and body can begin to restore naturally. If this conversation felt familiar, you are not alone. Dr. Pissykick exists for these quiet realizations, for understanding without pressure, for clarity without judgment. You are welcome here.